Reebok Halftime Report is brought to you by Reebok, to remind you that on Planet Reebok, there are no rules.
Suns got him by a jumper at the break at America West. It's Game 5 of that Western Conference semifinal against the San Antonio Spurs. Welcome to the Reebok Halftime Report. I'm Ernie Johnson. This is Reggie Miller. You know, when we talked to John Lucas earlier tonight, you said, Dale Ellis, got to get off, man. You need big numbers out of him. 13 in the first half.
He struggled in Game 1 and 2, and tonight he's coming out proving that the seasoned veteran he is. He's big game for him. What
do you reckon they're talking about in the San Antonio locker room? You're only down by 2. If you steal this thing, you go back home with a chance to win the series against a team heavily favored.
They've got to continue to go into David Robinson, and Ellis has to keep on hitting from the outside. If they can get that inside-out combination, San Antonio could still win.
It's the Suns by 2 at the break. Meantime, the Houston Rockets, Seattle Supersonics playing Game 5 of that series, tied up at 2 games apiece. George Karl Sonics, a couple of real bummers over the weekend at Houston, only shot 40%, but man, they came out tonight ready to play. Look at Sean Kemp coming into your living room with a dunk. 8-2, Sonics with the lead. Of course, Houston's got Akeem, and they go to him all the time. Scotty Brooks finds the big guy, and he can nail that 18-footer, 21-17 late in the first. But I'm telling you what, Sean Kemp can get a crowd going, can't he, Rich?
Well, this is what you want in your power forward, someone who can run the floor and finish like that, and also get the crowd into it.
How about Ricky Pierce, the veteran, one of the great streak shooters around?
Well, he can do it inside and he can do it outside. And if you're not always constantly knowing where Ricky Pierce is on the floor, he can hurt you, as you can see right here. He's hitting from all spots.
17 points in the first half for Ricky Pierce. The Sonics shot 59% in the first half after shooting just 40% in those 2 games in Houston. Seattle cruising in the third period, trying to take a 3-2 lead. 77-60 is the score in the third period. When the Reebok Halftime Report continues, we'll look back at the Charlotte-New York Game 5. The Knicks are through to meet the Bulls. The Suns by a deuce over the Spurs at the break at America West as the Reebok Halftime Report continues. Ernie Johnson and Reggie Miller back here in Atlanta. Now we got the Knicks and the Bulls in the Eastern semis, and the winner is...
Oh, you're going to put me on the spot here.
Right now, babe.
I've got to go with the Bulls. They said they had the hardest path to get to the finals for going against Atlanta and Cleveland, but they cruised through it. And even though New York won, it was a struggle against us and Charlotte. I have to go with the Bulls.
Really? What do you think they're going to do on Michael?
What can you do? I mean, everyone's tried every type of Jordan rules possible, but...
Will they rough him up? Will the Knicks rough him up, though, more than Cleveland?
That's what they tried to do last year, and I think they did a good job. But X-Man is gone, and X-Man gave Scottie Pippen a lot of trouble last year, and there's no one there to give Scottie any trouble this year.
That'll start this weekend, that Eastern Conference Final Series. New York got in there by virtue of beating Charlotte tonight in Game 5 at Madison Square Garden.